All right, so we got the Pro R back. I'm gonna bring the guys in here in a second. Wes, Fred, Omar. Fred owns Imperial Valley Side by Side. Omar owns Omar's Collision. We had an idea for the vision of the car. We wanted to use some of the companies we've worked with for a while, add some products that we haven't used before, and this is our end result. So a couple small little tweaks we're gonna make. I got a sticker that was too small. I wanted to kind of change color up it a little bit. But overall look at the car, I'm really stoked on how it turned out. Starting out with the framework of the car, Cageworks. Cageworks is a dealer of ours. They sell a lot of our mirrors. We wanted to go with them. We like the flat roof Baja spec. You guys know, Chupacabra, we like to go to all different environments. We want to build a car that looks pretty for the sand. It can handle Baja. Cageworks has a brand new roof rack that came out, so plenty of room for storage if we're going to do a camping trip. Big adventure rides, Arizona Peace Trail. I'm gonna have to plan one of those here soon. But love how the cage turned out. We went with a satin black, Fred, is it satin black? And of course paint matched the roof rack. And Cageworks has a host of accessories on this car. So a rear tire carrier, of course, we're gonna take this off for the dunes, being that we're out here in Columbus, but this will hold up to a 35-inch spare. It's got a front and rear fascia cover, which is clean, the front bumper. And I want to bring in the guys that made it possible. So Wes, what is your first impression of the Pro R? I haven't even started talking about the other parts. I talked about Cageworks. Let's talk about, since we're talking about the look of it with the doors. This is a new company we haven't used before. This is a guy named Adam Quintard. He owns the company King Adam the Great. He's known for doing sheet metal work on sand cars. What's your first impression of the look, how it all came together?
Well, honestly, this is the first car that we painted, and you know, I couldn't say that I was a little bit nervous about things, but Omar and Fred, they knocked it out of the park. The paint is absolutely beautiful, and to match this teal is super hard. Nick will attest this, that it takes years of knowledge and everything, and they knocked it out of the park in one swing, which is amazing. They added all a bunch of little accents with the yellow on the mirrors and the teal matching, and if you come around the front here and the bumper, and you can kind of see that they did the front bumper here and the front fascia, as Nick mentioned, the Cageworks front fascia, and added the little yellow accents, and all these little things just makes it amazing. And that in tow with the beautiful 56 Industries freaking suspension kit. Kept it raw, powder coated clear. It is off the chain. Bye-bye ball joints. We're ready to rip it. I'm just super stoked. I can't be more stoked. I mean, everything just seems to run really clean. The lines of the doors, I really like the lines of the doors. It accents the cage, the flat, gives us a little flat line here. Super stoked, super stoked.
Let's bring Fred over here. Fred has the vision. If you guys have seen, you've probably seen a lot of Fred's cars. He's all over Instagram, at Fred Razor. But Fred, we just kind of said, hey, look, he's got great style and great taste. He's been running the 56 suspension kit for a while, so putting the colors together, all these little accents, it's just Fred's idea. Fred, what do you think about how the car turned out? What do you like about it? What do you think about the fitment of all the parts as they went together?
Well, it was a vision, we delivered. I told Omar, hey, we want to paint it teal, what do you think? Said if we can make it happen. Told Nick, told Wes. They're like, well, you guys can make it happen. I know a guy, you guys know him, well, he delivered. Cageworks cage, looks awesome. Baja spec cage with the doors, I think it just looks good. The tire carrier, the suspension, the little accents, which were a little bit on our crazy idea, but I think everybody's liked them so far. So I think I'm really happy with it. I'm more than happy with it. I love my red car, but this teal car, I just gotta be honest, it looks really, really good. It's not overdue, it's just perfect, I think.
We haven't done a teal car yet, so I kind of felt like it was time to do one. The suspension kit, we wanted to leave it raw to show off the craftsmanship of the welds. With the Pro R, one thing we didn't necessarily want to worry about was the ball joints. Fred's been running this kit down in Baja. It uses full uni balls, and we wanted to get that on before we had the suspension work done by MTS. So now we got it on. We're going to spend a weekend driving it again in stock mode with the new kit, and then we're going to go and get it all valved and tuned and ready for all environments.
Yeah, it's going to be perfect. Yeah, the suspension kit's awesome. Uni balls, Silver Brothers spindle pins, everything, thermal, fully TIG welded. It's going to deliver. It's going to handle way good.
Fred obsesses over all these details. Should we have painted this panel? You know, he's got the two-tone thrown in our secondary color, the yellow, which I love how it turned out. Of course, we used Baja Designs lighting. We had to have some ambers like we suggest in almost all of our content. So did some XL80s on the bumper. The headlight replacement kit, which is our S1, it's going to almost triple the stock output. And then of course the LP4s, which you guys all know. I see you guys at trade shows, everybody wants this light, everybody loves this light. Mounts up on our Cuero race mirrors nicely. And we're excited to put this thing to the test. I mean, it's gonna go to Utah, as you guys know. It's gonna be going back to Mexico here this year, hopefully more than at least once. And it's gonna be out here for a few more trips in the dunes. So thank you guys so much. Omar, you're going to come over. Omar did the paint on it. And one thing that's very difficult, I was just describing, is, and Wes brought up, is matching the teal. So what do you think overall? Look, you do a good job of matching the black and teal for the right amount of pop?
Yeah, I think we did. I think the matching on the powder and the paint came pretty good. I'm gonna call it the Chupacabra Blue now. I think it looks awesome. I think we just hit the right balance on the black and the blue. It should be a net breaker.
Yeah, I mean, in the light, sometimes it almost looks too light, like it's a Tiffany blue, which it's not. It's a little bit darker. It's a little bit creamier, but very difficult. Trust me, guys, when you're trying to match this amongst all the different types of layers, whether it's paint or wrap, fabric. So I'm really stoked how it turned out. So thank you guys. It was a great job. This thing looks pretty. It's too clean. We're gonna go put some miles on it. We'll catch you later.